طلبة السلام عليكم. This is a continuous series of review with regard to physiology of central nervous system, in particular brain and spinal cord physiology. And we will start MCQ, multiple choice question. We'll start with first question. Which list of the structure include all of the central nervous system? A. Cerebellum, spinal cord, diencephalon, brainstem. Midbrain, spinal cord, autonomic nerves, bones, diencephalon. Midbrain, cerebellum, special sense organ, medulla oblongata. Cerebrum, sensory neuron, motor neuron, cerebellum. Correct answer is A. Question number 2. What are the 3 meninges and 2 named spaces that surround the brain in order to form superficial to deep, outermost or innermost? Baya, arachnoid, subarachnoid, dura, septa, subarachnoid, epidura, dura, pia, arachnoid, sun arachnoid, pia, epidural, epidura, dura, arachnoid. The answer is D. Number 3. Which of the following is not composed of a gray matter? Spinothalamic tract, cerebral cortex, basal nuclei, post central gyrus. Answer is A. Number 4. Where in the brain is primary motor area? Midbrain, thalamus, basal nuclei, precentral gyrus. Answer is D. Question 5. The hypothalamus does all of the following except one. Which one? It is the autonomic control center. It directs lower CNS center to perform action, to produce the rigidity programmed autonomic behavior necessary for survival. It performs many homeostatic rules. Answer is C. Which of the following statement about the blood-brain barrier is correct? The PPP prevent fluctuation of hormone and ion concentration in the blood from affecting the brain. It is formed by Schwann cells. The brain is supported by lot in PPP. The PPP is formed by the choroid plexus. Answer is A. Number 10. In which part of the brain is thalamus found? Diencephalon, cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem. Answer is A. 11. Where is the autonomic control center for most of body homeostatic located? In the limbic system, in the brainstem, in the hypothalamus, in the cerebellum. Answer is C. Which 4 structures together make up the brain? Cerebrum, diencephalon, brainstem, cerebellum. B. Cerebrum, thalamus, brainstem, and cerebellum. Cerebrum, diencephalon, meninges, cerebellum, spinal cord, diencephalon, brainstem, medulla oblongata. Answer is A. Which of the following are not part of cerebral cortex? Motor area, sensory area, and associated area, precentral gyrus and postcentral gyrus, white matter and basal nuclei, the lateral ventricles and thalamus. The answer is D. 14. Which part of brain allow us to control skilled voluntary muscle movement? Basal nuclei, cerebellum, precentral gyrus, thalamus. Answer is C. 15. Which of the following rule is not performed by hypothalamus? Autonomic control of feet activity and blood pressure, relying visual and auditory information to the cerebral cortex, production of hormone for posterior pituitary, body temperature regulation. Answer is B. 16. Corticospinal pathway crossover from one side of brain to other side. Where does this crossover occur? In the medulla oblongata, in the cerebellum, in hypothalamus, reticular formation. Answer is A. Which layer of membrane around the brain is most superficial? Dura mater, meningeal matter, arachnoid matter, pia mater. Answer is A. 18. Which of the following substance is prevented from entering the brain by blood-brain barrier? Glucose, nicotine, pharmaceuticals, alcohol. Answer is C. 19. What part of brain contain the motor area and the sensory areas? Cerebrum, diencephalon, brainstem, cerebellum. Answer is A. 20. What part of brain contain the main visceral control center of the body? Homeostasis. Cerebrum, diencephalon, brainstem, cerebellum. Answer is B. 21. What part of the brain subconsciously provide precise timing for movement of learned skill muscular contraction? Cerebrum, diencephalon, brainstem, cerebellum. Answer is D. 22. Where does the spinal cord start and finish? It extends from the foramen magnum, L1 ila L2. It extends from foramen magnum to the sacrum. It starts from superior part of the medulla oblongata and extends to the inferior part of coda equine. It extends from C7 to L5. Answer is A. 23. Where is the cerebral spinal fluid found? Between the pia mater and the brain, between the dura mater and arachnoid mater, between the dura mater and pia mater, between the arachnoid mater and the brain. Answer is D. 24. Which of the following substance cannot cross the blood-brain barrier? Metabolic waste, toxin, potassium, O2, CO2, and H2O, fatty acid, fat-soluble substance, alcohol, nicotine, anesthetics. Answer is A. 25. What part of brain contain midbrain? The bones, the medulla oblongata, A. diencephalon, B. cerebrum, C. cerebellum, D. brainstem. Answer is D. 26. Which of the following statement is incorrect? The pituitary gland dangles from the hypothalamus by infundibulum. The posterior central gyrus houses the primary motor cortex. The thalamus surrounds the third ventricle. White matter consists of myelinated axon of neurons. Answer is B. 27. What is true about the spinal thalamic tract? A descending pathway that carries sensory information. It is a descending pathway that carries motor instruction. It is ascending pathway that carries sensory information. It is ascending pathway that carries motor instruction. Answer is C. 28. What is linked to the posterior gray horn of the spinal cord? The dorsal root of spinal nerve that carry motor fibers, the dorsal root of the spinal nerve that carries sensory fibers, the ventral root of spinal nerve that carries sensory fibers. The ventral root of spinal nerve that carry motor fibers. The answer is B. 29. What is the blood-brain barrier? It is the inner two meninges that surrounding the brain. It is formed by capillary of choroid plexus and epidermal cell. It is endothelial cell of capillary that supply brain and their astrocytes. It is the cerebrospinal fluid that bathes the brain. Answer is C. 30. What part of brain is known as cerebrum? It is that part of diencephalon that surrounding the third ventricles. It makes up the majority of brainstem. The superficial part consists of sulci and gyri. D. The dorsal inferior part adjacent to the occipital bone. Answer is C. 31. What and where is precentral gyrus? It is the site of sensory function and it is the frontal lobe. It is the site of sensory function and it is in the parietal lobe. It is the site of motor function and it is in frontal lobe. It is the site of motor function and it is in parietal lobe. The answer is C. 32. What part of the brain receives sensory input before passing it to another part of the brain for interpretation or action? Bones, hypothalamus, both central gyrus, thalamus. Answer is D. Thank you.